What's a pretty girl like you?
Same as every other bone brain like you. Working.
God, sounds like it's someone's time.
Try ours today. Shut up! Or I'll make you bleed out of places you don't wanna.
Broken. I wonder if he figures it out. Of course. Yeah, idiot!
Only on X54.
Well, I just realized because no one watches me that, no one tells me these things. That my mic's been off the whole time. And so most of my performance was completely missing from this video. That's very unfortunate because I was talking for the last half hour to nothing. A lot of what I was saying was about how we live in a cyberpunk dystopia and how trying to figure out how technology works in the modern age can be very strange and confusing, and how I haven't had internet connection for the past few days, and how the internet is a very important utility that should, I think, be nationalized, but is not, because a few corporations got together and formed an agreement to do regional monopolies over different parts of the United States. So they split up the United States into regional monopolies, and they made that agreement because they didn't want to have to compete, because they would all drive the prices down. So they split it up so they could raise prices without any competition, and they would all make more money that way. So they were all like kind of working together to screw over everybody. And the FCC, which is supposed to like protect us from shit just like that, let it happen and made that legal somehow, basically because lobbyists paid them a ton of money. It's bullshit. So look, we need to get corporate money out of politics. It really affects you in all the ways. So my internet was out for the past few days. We pay like $60 a month for. I was usually getting like 30 megabits per second, or it's supposed to be like 20 to 30 megabits per second, but I would get like 5, because I was in the back room, and the way the house is set up, the internet can only be at the very front corner of the house. It's an old house. There's like the TV cable for the, putting the cable to go to the TV. So they put it in the living room, which is the first room in the house. Anyways, they replaced the cable in there with like shitty old cable in the walls, and they gave us a new modem, and they also increased our internet speed by like double. Basically, all those things they did, it was sort of like almost a conciliatory gesture, like, we're sorry we fucked up your internet here. They just gave it to us, basically. They didn't say why. The modem, they were just like, oh, this modem will probably work better, so you'll have less problems. So the thing is, like, they can just, like, they have better modems and medium modems and lower modems, and they charge normally a monthly fee for the modem. So if you want the better modem, you have to like subscribe to the modem. You have to rent it from them. Like, they're fucking the modem landlords, okay? And even though it'd be way cheaper to just buy a modem, but you can't buy their modems. Strangely enough, you have to rent them. And they don't like give out their modems to Goodwill or something. They garbage them afterwards, because they're running the scam, right? Where you have to use their proprietary equipment, and they can't legally make you do it, but they can make their own that work better, because they have like weird signals going through there. So like, this modem they give me lets you turn off smart switch, which automatically switches you. The modem has 2 different like signals going through the stream at all times. There's a slow one and a fast one, and smart switch automatically picks for you, but it's actually like the system conserving bandwidth switches you to the lower speed connection at high bandwidth times. But they have enough high-speed connection for like everyone to use it, if they wanted to. Like all the different speeds go through the same wire, right? They just throttle it, you know, and make you. It's just to make you pay for it, but it's like there all the time. And you can just, if you know the right setting to flip, you turn off smart switch, you set yourself to higher speed internet, you'll just get higher speed internet. Your internet won't slow down all the time every night. But you can only do that if you have the right modem and the right app on your phone. And all this shit is like shrouded in so much mystery to make it like hard to understand to the common person. It's easier to just pay them. But if you complain, they'll like, the reason they make it so easy when you complain, they just give you stuff, is because they know they're running a scam, and they just want you to stay happy and keep paying and keep you as long as possible. And it's fucking insane that we're all getting grifted this way by like what is an essential public utility company, and why any of these things that are essential needs for everybody are not provided to citizens or residents free of charge. But also, like, I mean, housing should be provided to all citizens in this area, and non-citizens, I think, you know, illegal immigrants. Like, I think borders should be open. All this bullshit. We spend so much money trying to keep poverty going for an underclass so that we can continue to profit off these things instead of advancing society with them. Like, we pay to do that, and that's what our cops are doing. Because if you just raise the bare minimum, like if you stop charging people for shelter that they need to survive, there's a fucking snowstorm out there. There's probably homeless people dying right fucking now, like with ice on their face, they're gonna uncover them from the snow after the snowstorm. It happens every fucking time, every winter. And the bigger the city you're in, it's more people. It's fucked up. You need shelter, right? Like, homeless shelters get full, people get left out. You need, like, I think everyone should have like a free small apartment. Like the small apartments poor college students live in, and like studios and shit like that. You could give one of those to every person in the United States. It wouldn't be like that incredibly expensive. Like, think of like that level of construction compared to like building the White House. Like, we can't fucking mobilize that. Like, we make cruise ships. Think of all the shit, all the fucking money we give to the military to make insane stuff. Just imagine if like that. I mean, a lot of our scientific progress comes from military research, but imagine if they weren't just researching weapons. Imagine if they actually try to advance society in some way, make it better, instead of using the fact that it's fucked up as a way to get money from politicians and voters to make to give you money to fund your living shooting people or killing people or finding out new ways to do it. That's a military-industrial complex. It's just a chokehold on the human mind through fear. It's depressing talking about reality. I gotta go back to this game. But my point was that we live in a cyberpunk dystopia. So that's my point. It's a long joke. It's got a lot of setup. Anyways, back to the game Cyberpunk. Starting from today, the doors to the building will only take the crypto keys I handed out last week. The ones I told you not to lose, so you better not fucking call me saying you can't get in. If you see anyone fumbling with the locks, pin the asshole to the ground floor and raise the alarm. VV. Okay. I guess they should have done that to me. Raise the alarm. Well, I got a new crypto key. Starting from last week, the building will be rented out by an organization called C-Team. C-Team is a property protection business. Team leader Vic Vega, that asshole, has emphasized that they require security as well as privacy, so I kindly ask that you do not disturb our tenants without very good reason. We start renting out this building. The second floor where Mr. Vega's office is located will be subject to an added layer of security. Should any issues occur, please contact me before anyone else. Please also bear in mind that in accordance with our 6 paragraph 5 year agreements, the landlord is within full rights to open fire on any individual entering the premises without prior approval. Have a pleasant day, Leah Limbach. Man, that's fucking crazy. That's where Castle Law goes. That's where that leads. Corporations being able to shoot anyone they want on their property and say, oh, you were in my castle. You shouldn't. They attacked me, sir. I didn't give them permission to enter. So they were shot on sight. Man, it's fucked up, huh? Good news, we collected ourselves a nice little pile, which means bonus time. Now, before we start pointing fingers about who got more and who got less, I'll just say how we're splitting this up. 20% is determined by rank, 30% by the number of successful interventions, and 50% through participation in Black Ops. If you have any concerns, suggestions, or doubts, shove them up your asses. Sincerely, WVV. Vic Vega. No one's watching. No one's watching. I would like to restart the stream. Let's see if that helps.